Morning, everybody. Morning. Hi. It's Fitness for All Friday. Welcome. Hope you're all well. It's Friday the 29th of June. Nearly July. How has that happened? Welcome. I've got my doors open today. So it's a warm one. So if you can, then take this workout outside. If you can, half an hour of a nice energised class to see us into the weekend. So I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes for people to find me, check my my setup, which I think is okay. Well, we're going to be standing. We're going to come down to the floor as well. I'm just going to tweak that camera just a little bit. Okay. Good, so welcome everyone. It's quite warm, isn't it? So take it easy, make sure you've got lots of water near you and with you, and we'll get going in a moment. So this is Fitness for All Friday. Excuse me, it's a half an hour class of some kind of easy flow Pilates. It's warm today, so we'll be taking it easy. I've got my doors open and I'm already hot, just stood here. So do be a little bit careful. And today I've got a little friend with me. So this is Jimbo, and next Thursday on the 2nd of July, there is a big Jimbo Fest happening online with lots of classes happening for little ones and grown-ups as well. So this class is going to be in that Jimbo Fest. So welcome if you are watching this class next Thursday. And he is going to help me out, and he's going to sit and watch, but he might get involved a bit later maybe. So this is Jimbo. We'll say hi to Jimbo, because this class is for everybody, don't forget, for grown-ups and for children as well. So everybody can do this class. Jimbo's going to watch for now. He's a little bit tired, but hopefully he'll feel nice and energised at the end of the class. All right, everybody, so let's get going. Come and join us, and if you're just finding me live, then just join in when you can. So we're going to start standing, and then we're going to come down to the floor. Don't worry if you haven't got a mat, that's fine. If you do have a mat, then obviously that's helpful, but just somewhere to pop yourself that's a little bit more comfortable than potentially concrete. Okay, so let's get going. Let's have your feet forward. And so rather than being turned out here and have them sort of hip width apart and standing up nice and tall, really think about that nice long posture. And we're going to roll into the shoulders and bend into the knees. And then we're going to bend the knees again and roll into the elbows. We're going to take the arms and come up and all the way around. And then we're going to stretch up and then we're going to drop down. We're going to do that again. So you're going to roll into the shoulders, roll into the elbows, rolling all the way around, and a big stretch up, and then drop down. And we're going to do that 4 times. So rolling into the shoulders, rolling into the elbows, rolling all the way around, big stretch up. Let's do that one last time. So shoulders and elbows and all the way around, and a big stretch up, and then we drop down. Okay? And then shake everything out there. So just a nice movement kind of into the shoulder blades there. From there, we're going to really think about moving into our back. So I'm just going to turn sideways. You're going to take a deep breath in. Try not to arch into the back, so keep the arms a little bit forward. Clasp the hands together, and then you're going to tuck the chin in as if you're pushing something away here. So you're really pulling into the tummy and pushing into the back. Reverse the arms and come up, and then come all the way down. So you take a big stretch up, clasp the hands, push away so you get stretched into the back, reverse the arms, and then come down. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Up and push away, reverse the arms and down. Last time, up and reverse the arms and come up and down. That's a nice movement to get into your back there, okay? From there, we're going to just take some lovely swings and really think about moving into the hips and the knees and into our back a little bit. So again, I'm going to do this sideways. Your arms start up nice and tall here. You're going to drop everything down, including your head, and then you're going to take everything up. So you're just folding into the knees, into the hips, taking everything down, and then coming all the way up. So as I drop down, I'm going to try and see Jimbo behind me there, okay? I'm looking between my knees. So we're going to drop down, there he is, and then coming up, and drop down 2, and up. Let's do 2 more, down, and up. And last one, down and up. Okay, now we're going to do that again either 4 times, or we're going to take the arms into it a little bit more. We're going to come round with the arms and then drop down and then back with the arms, and then we're going to see if we can come up on a rise and finish at the end of the rise, okay? So either take the arms with you or just stick with those arms that we did at the beginning, all right? So decide which version you're going to do. I'm going to do the full version, and we're going to do it 4 times. Let's really think about the breath here as well. So we're going to breathe in, and then we're going to take a deep breath out, a big breath out here, and then breathe in, and then breathe out, and come up to the rise, around with the arms, drop with the head. Let's really get going. Let's get some energy into our bodies. Round and drop, and round and up, and last one, round and drop and round, and see if you can hold it at the end. Oh, I didn't hold it very good, did I, at the end? See if you can hold it up, 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 stretch, 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 stretch. Have a competition with your grown-up if you're there. We're doing this with your grown-up, and then relax there. So that's just a nice challenge. See how good your balance is, really stretching up nice and tall, pulling everything in, and that will really help. Give your legs a little shake. I feel warmer because it's a really warm day. I don't know next Thursday, if you're going to be doing this next Thursday, how warm it will be, but hopefully your body feels a little bit warmer there anyway. From there, we're just going to take it into our feet. So hopefully you can see my feet there. We're going to just pop your hands onto your hips here, and you're just going to push your toes into the floor and do like little pony trots. But your hands are on your hips because I don't want you to wiggle into the hips, okay? Dancing is for later. Today, I want us to really think about keeping this nice and still. So pop your hands onto your hips and just release the knees forward. Okay, so you're releasing the knees forward and you're just walking through those feet and stretching into the feet there, essentially, okay? And then just growing up nice and tall, just to try and keep those hips from wobbling about. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. So from there, we're going to bend into the knees, okay, and keep our knees over our toes. And then we're going to stretch and we're going to rise up and down. So we're going to bend and stretch and up and down. And when I'm bending, what I'm not doing is tipping forward. So I want to imagine I'm sliding down the wall here with my shoulders and my ribs and my pelvis in one nice long line. Draw up in the tummy and come up and down. So we're bending and we're stretching and we're coming up and we're going to come down. Now, we're going to do that a few more times. I'm going to experiment here and Jimbo's going to help me out. If you've got a cushion or a ball lying around, pop it in between your knees. Okay, or your ankles. Jimbo's going to go in between my ankles here like this. Okay, so I'm going to try not to squash him too much. I'm going to see if I can do this with him in between my ankles. So I'm really thinking about going up nice and tall because I don't want to drop him. So I'm bending and I stretch. I'm pulling up and I'm coming up and down. So see if you can get a toy if you're there doing this with your grown-up or grown-ups. If you get a cushion in between your knees, then it really helps you keep those knees over those toes and really focuses you in on working into the inside thighs and your feet and your ankles. Let's go. 2 more. Down and stretch and up and down and bend and stretch and up and down. Good. Now, did you enjoy that? He says yes, so that's good. There we go. Pop them there. Okay, wonderful. Give those legs a little shake there. Right, from here, we're going to warm up into the hips a little bit, okay? And if you've done this class with me before, you know what's coming next. We're going to take the leg all the way up. and we're going to tap here, and then we just take the leg back to get a nice stretch, okay? So we're just kind of really working into the hips here. So we're going to do 10 on either side, okay? So we've got to count to 10 on the left, and then 10 on the right, or whichever way you want to go first. I'm going to do this side on so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, are we ready? So we're going to have tap 1 and down 2, so get a nice stretch here. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Did you get there? Right, let's turn around and let's go on the other side. Here we go, ready? 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Did you get there? Let's do it again, because that's a really good one to just warm up a little bit more energetic without jumping around too much. And it really gets us nice and warm into the hips. So let's just do that one more time. Here we go. You ready, Jimbo? Let's go 10. Let's count down. 9, and 8, and 7. Get those knees right up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There. Now let's turn around. Good. And we go 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3. Are you warm yet? 2, and 1, and hold it there. Good. Whoa, I feel a bit warmer from doing that. Okay, everybody. Excellent. Let's have a little sip of water, if you've got any water there. Well done. Okay, so from there, one last movement that's a little bit more energy, but we're just going to take it at our own pace, all right? Have your feet pointing forward a little bit further away from you, and you're going to bounce into the knees there, okay? Knees are over your toes. We're going to bounce for 8, then we're going to take our heels off the floor for 8, and then we're going to bounce again for 8, so we have to be able to count to 8, and then we're going to do little jumps for 8, okay? If you're not feeling like jumping today, then just come back to your bounces, all right? So it's bounce, heels, bounce, jump, or heels. All right, here we go. Jimbo, are you ready? He's going to count with me. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little heels off the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to bounce again. 2, 3, 4. Really swing the arms. And then little jumps if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend the knees. So you must bend the knees when you land and when you take off in jumping, okay? Let's go again. One more time. Did you get there? Did you count to 8? Let's try again. Are we counting to 8? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little heels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to jump, 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 jump. Bend your knees. Did you bend your knees? Okay, well done, everybody. Shake all that out. Good. Right, I'm warm. Hopefully you're warm. So from there, we're going to come and think about our arms, okay? We're going to do a few little exercises for the arms, which sometimes we forget about our arms and our shoulders, but they're really important to remember kind of what they should be able to do. So you're just going to take the arms up. Now keep them in front of your body here and take them all the way up and then bring them all the way back down. And my arms are going off camera a little bit on that one. I could step outside here. You might be able to see me, look, in the sun. So your arms come up and then they come all the way down. So keep them slightly in front of you. So rather than going out to the side here, okay? So your arms come up, turn the palms in to the midline, and then they come down. And we're going to go up and down. Lovely. Up and down. So just allow the arms to come up and allow the shoulder blades to be kind of moving into the back there, all right? So as they come up, they're kind of here in front of me. As they come up, don't flare into the ribs. Keep the ribs nice and soft. Up and down. Let's go 2 more times. Up, getting a nice rays of sun here from there, down, Last time, up and down. From there, turn the palms so they're facing the back. You come up, and imagine you're pulling something down here. So you're going to come to this kind of surrender position, yeah? Stretch up and down. So again, don't flare into the ribs as they come up. Take them all the way up, pull them down. Now, if you have little weights at home, then you could get a little weight. This is for the grown-ups, not children. Coming down, yes, up and down. So just get some lovely work into those shoulders. Let's not forget how important our shoulders are and our arms are to move. Down, up and back. Let's do 2 more times. So your arms might get a bit achy here. Really nice to tone the upper body. Down, up and there. And then roll the shoulders there. Okay, lovely. From there, just to finish off the arms, actually, I'm going to step back in again because Jimbo's going to help me with this one. Right, I've only got one Jimbo here. So I'm going to balance him on my hand here. So if you had something to balance on your arms, then the idea is that you don't tilt your wrists here. Okay, so glue your elbows in towards your chest and take the arms and open them here and then come all the way back. So here you're just stretching into the front of the shoulders. Yes, again, without popping into the ribs here. But this is just a nice one, again, to open up the front of the chest. And then just take that breath, nice and steady, down, open, and down there, good. I was quite warm there in the sun. I got sweat on my head. I'm obviously working hard, I hope you are too. Open the arms. I think Jimbo's enjoying that. Look, I could pass him over here. Open. I wouldn't suggest doing this with a real baby. But a little toy could be fun to do. Yes. And I think he's enjoying that. Let's do one more to either side. Keep the elbows glued in. Don't take the elbows away. All right, that's really important there. Really good for your shoulder girdle there. And then let's pop him down there. He enjoyed that. Lovely. Okay, everybody. From there, we're going to start to think about coming down to the floor. So I'm going to check my time, which is all good. So I hope you're all there. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, take some water if you need to as well, because we've established it's warm out there today. Come and take, you don't need to come all the way back actually, but just make sure you've got a little bit of space. And just do our roll downs, which are a really nice movement for our spine. So drawing up our tummy, and we're going to take the chin down, and we're going to imagine we're rolling off an imaginary wall. We're going to come all the way down, and then we're going to shake the head and shoulders at the bottom, and then press the heels into the floor, and we're going to roll all the way back up again. So take the head forward, pull into the tummy, and think about diving up and over, and just get a lovely movement into the spine. Exhale, really draw your tummy in. So if you really pull your tummy in, then you're going to get nice and strong in your tummy, and you're going to support the back. I'm going to put Jimbo here, because I might roll down and pick him up, but keep my head tucked in, and then pick him all the way up here. And if you do have little weights at home, you could even do this with a weight, because it will just get a nice stretch into the back on the way down, and on the way back up, you're going to be working your tummy a little bit more. He doesn't weigh very much, but it just helps me think about where my arms are. Okay, so they're just in front of me. I'm just keeping them nice and relaxed here, and all the way up. And I'm going to pop him down one last time here, and I'm going to move him forward, because from here, we're going to come down to the mat to all fours, all right? And hopefully you can see me there, which I think you can. So I'm just going to hold it there for a moment. I might just check my camera here a little bit, but I think you can see me. I might just pop it down a little bit there. Perfect. All right. That's a bit better, isn't it? Okay. So let's come down to all fours. You don't have to have a Jimbo or a toy, but he's just there. So I can just think about where my sternum is in relation to, so I'm not kind of up here, I'm nice and focused down. My knees are underneath my hips here, and my wrists are underneath my shoulders. So when we're in this position, we actually need to stick our bottoms out a little bit, okay? Don't tuck them underneath you and have a flat back. Stick the bottoms out, and we're going to come into our cats. We're going to pretend you're a cat. Don't know if any of you have got cats at home, but they do this big stretch. We need to really roll from the base of the spine, lift up from the tummy, breathe in at the top, and then come all the way back down. Tuck, 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 really lift. Again, it's a really good strengthening one for your tummies. You're really lifting up underneath you here. Breathe in at the top and come down. So on a nice hot day like today, it's not too strenuous, but a lovely exercise to do. Rolling into the pelvis, lift and scoop, and come all the way back to neutral. And rolling up and rolling down. Let's do 4 more, everyone, but let's go a little bit quicker. Let's roll up and roll down. And tuck, 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 and lift, and rolling all the way out. And one last time, tuck, 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 and lift, and rolling all the way down. Can you hear my birds in the garden? Often they have little arguments, so we'll see how they go today. From here, everybody, if you need to take your pressure off your wrists and give them a little turn there. And if you're watching, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At the end of this or halfway, give me a little thumbs up or a comment and let me know that you're watching, because it's always nice to know who's there and how you found it. So from there, everybody, we're going to come back to this 4-point kneeling, and we're going to take an exercise called tabletop. And I'm going to pop Jimbo on my back here because I don't want him to fall off. I'm going to pop him like this. I'm going to keep my pelvis so still that when I slide, actually, I'm come forward a bit here. When I slide my leg, he's not going to fall off. And then I'm going to keep it on the floor and I'm going to slide it back in. Yes, so he's not going to fall off because I'm really thinking about keeping my pelvis so still. I'm drawing my tummy up and I'm sticking my bottom out behind me. I'm not tucking it. If I tuck to my bottom underneath me, he's going to fall. So I'm keeping my bottom sticking out, keeping that pelvis in neutral, pulling up my tummy. I'm really focusing in on my hips here. Can I lift my leg and can he still stay on? Yes, he can. Can I lift my other arm? Here. Oh, okay. See how this feels, everybody. If this is too much, take your arm down. If there's any pain into the back, then you take your toe down. Draw the knee back underneath you. So you could do this with a little ball, tennis ball, would be quite tricky. But anything that you could balance and stretch into that back knee and really pull that leg away. Can you lift the other arm? And hold it for 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Now you've got to really stretch and lengthen. It's all about how long you can be, not how high your leg is. Okay, take that toe down. Now, can you draw the knee back in without Jimbo or whoever's on your pelvis falling off? Okay, so really pull in nice and tight. Slide everything away. This is stage 1. Keep it at stage 1 if that feels good. Stage 2 is to lift, and stage 3 is the arm. So you must be very careful and only take it at the level that you can do without pulling into the back, okay, or losing too much focus there. And really lift, lengthen away, lengthen, 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 hold, 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 hold. And look at that, Jimbo stayed on my spine, on my pelvis there, the whole time, didn't he? So is that well done me or well done you? I think it's well done me. Yeah, okay, good. From there, widen the knees if that feels okay. We're just going to take a lovely stretch here. Breathe in and breathing out. And really walk the hands forward to get a lovely stretch into the back. And just take some breaths there. And you take some breaths there. And then just take some water. And I don't know how good my microphone is, but the bin people have turned up. So it's quite noisy out there now. So if it gets a bit noisy, I'll have to shut my doors. Okay, good. So just take some water. Can you hear that squeaking? And I'm just going to shut my doors until they pass, because otherwise we're going to get distracted by the bin people, aren't we? We don't want that. So if any of you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, each week I'm doing a challenge of the week. And actually last week for the children, there was a really good one because it was dancing like my 5-year-old daughter, but like any child, just put on some music and dance. This week, I'm doing a healthy hips number 2. I've already done a healthy hips 1 for people particularly that are running a lot at the minute. So we're going to do my challenge of the week now because it's not too tricky and it's just a good one for anybody anyway. It doesn't matter if you've got issues with your hips or if you run or not. Well, the first exercise is my favourite exercise, and even my mum the other day laughed at me because I was doing it again, and I said, I know, but it's zigzag legs, and everybody should do zigzag legs. It's a really good exercise. So we're going to sit up like, and I know my mum's doing this now as well, so we're going to do zigzags and legs again, mum. And we're going to have our legs out in front of us. We're going to turn them out, okay, pulling the tummy up and in, and we're going to draw the knees up towards the chest here, and then we're going to turn the knees in, so we're getting a nice stretch into the hips here, because we just get really tight here, whether we run or walk, or if we're sitting lots, and we're going to turn the knees in. And if you're here doing this with your grown up, if any children are doing this, see if you can do this. You're making like zigzag hips. You turn out and you come up, and then you turn in. So this is a good fun one to do anyway, okay? How far can you roll your legs in, and how far can you roll them out? And can you do this not slouching? So sitting up nice and tall. Okay. And drawing the knees up and taking the knees in. And drawing the knees up and taking the knees in. So let's do this twice more. And then let's see if we can reverse that. So the knees are in. Are you watching? The knees go up. We turn them out and we go down. So now the knees are in, up, out, and down. This is a good fun one. Now you can do this on carpet because your legs can easily slide on carpet. So it just depends how much friction there might be around. But you want a kind of a slidey floor to do this. This is just a really brilliant one, everybody. Tight hips, tight hamstrings at the backs of your legs. Yeah, if you kind of reach forward now, how far can you reach forward? Can you grab your toes? A good experiment is to see how far you can go, then do zigzag legs, and then can you go a bit further? And you'll probably find that you can, okay? So from there, we're going to come and lie on our side. You can either be up on your elbow here, if that feels okay, into your elbow, or you can be down into your head, into your hand there. So decide which version you're going to do. Your heels are opposite your bottom, so your knees aren't too far up. They're kind of in a capital A shape. If you're here, up on your elbow, don't slouch into it. Really try and lift up and away. And really push your hand into the floor and lift up away from your elbow. We're going to do oyster. So here again, your pelvis is staying really nice and still. I'm not rolling there. So try to really ensure that your hips are pointing forward. Okay, and you're opening that hip and you're slowly closing that leg. So you're opening and slowly closing, lifting up in the tummy and open and close. If you gently squeeze your heels together and open it a bit more, you should be able to find the working to the bottom and the hips, okay? So in my challenge of the week, I've said try and do 10 to 20. So maybe start with sets of 10, and then maybe towards the end of the week, see if you can lead this up to 20. It should only take 5 minutes max to do those zigzag legs and to do 10 oysters on either side and the Charlestons that we're going to do in a minute. And then you should feel a real difference in your pelvic girdle and your hips. Keeping everything strong around that joint is just really important. So you start to feel that now. Slowly close it against gravity. We've done these before in this class as well. They are just very, very good exercise to do. Let's do one last one. And then Charleston, your knees are together and your thigh bone rolls. Again, try not to roll into the pelvis. Try to keep the pelvis stacked here. And your thigh bone is just rolling forward here. If you suffer from sciatica or any tightness into the hips and pain down into the ankle, this is a really good one to do as well. And this Charleston move is like the zigzag legs in that you're turning that leg in. So it's a really good one to do. Imagine that I'm there holding that hip, that pelvis nice and still, so you're not rolling here, okay? And again, Let's try and get about 10 in. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to do all that on the other side. Okay, good. So let's come and go all the way on the other side. My mat is wonky. My doors again. So I think the bin men have gone. Before I get too warm in here. Okay, everybody. And let's come and lie on the other side. So we're sitting up nice and tall. I think my mat is wonky. It's making me feel a bit wonky. And the heels again are opposite your bottom. Squeeze into the heels and lift that knee up and away. Lifting up from the underside waist there. Lovely. So this is not about how much you can open that knee. It's how much you can open it without moving the hip. Yeah, so I don't want to go, oh, look how far I can open it because my hip isn't still. So let's just breathe here and let's just take this 10, pulling into the tummy here as well. To challenge in this exercise, then you could hold it here and then extend the bottom half of the leg and then close it down and in. So feel free to try that on the other side as well. So you're lengthening in and down. Yeah, can you feel that? It's starting to work. Into the bottom, in and down. Let's do 2 more of those. Up, in and down. So we didn't do these on the other side. But that's okay. If you're thinking these are quite a good one to do, then feel free to kind of add that extra bit in. And then the Charleston, again, rolling that thigh, keeping the hip nice and stable there. Good, everybody. So I hope that you're feeling a bit warmer, a bit more stretched, a bit more energized, ready for the weekend ahead, and that you have a lovely rest of your day, today on Friday in the sunshine. And if you're doing this at any other time, and particularly next Thursday as part of the Jimbo Fest, then I hope that this finds you set up for the day or the weekend ahead or wherever you are, whatever you're feeling. Let's do one last one here. So from there, everybody, going to come and sit. I'm going to swing my leg here. So move my mat, keep moving. And I'm going to take Jimbo here. And we're going to pop our feet together. And we're going to come and think about how we're seated and sitting. So I know that lots of parents kind of are doing these classes as well. You probably spend a lot of your life sat on the floor playing with your children. So try and have a think about how you're sat and that you're not slouching too much. So we need to be up and on top of our hips, and our shoulders and our ribs and our pelvis are nice and stacked, just as they were when we were standing. But a nice stretch to do is to take that head forward and just roll here down, and then I can say hello to Jimbo down here, and then I can roll base of my spine all the way back up to the top. So imagine I'm rolling off of a wall here, peeling my back off of a wall. My arms would just slide, breathing in, and then pulling my tummy in and restacking there. Just relax into the shoulders here. Often we can take tightness into the shoulders, so relax into the shoulders. Take the head forward, rolling everything forward. And say hello to Jimbo there. And rolling back to restack. And let's take one last one. Head forward, all the way down. Breathing in, breathing out. Come all the way back up and restack there and roll your shoulders at the top. Lovely. So hopefully you feel nice and stretched and a bit more energized. Where should I put him there? We'll put him there. From those movements. So you've worked into your shoulders and your arms and your spine and your hips, and we've elevated that heart rate, and then we've brought it down. We've had a nice stretch out. So if you are there with children before next Thursday, this is the recording that we'll use for next Thursday's Gym Fest. Then check it out. If you look at Gymboree St Albans or hashtag Gymboree, then you'll find all the information there on Instagram or Facebook or their website. And hopefully you've enjoyed that session with me today. So these half-an-hour sessions are every Friday at 9:30. And I'm also doing a wind down Wednesday. That's for the grown-ups. Every Wednesday at 8:30 in the evening, which is a half an hour, a bit more of classical Pilates, like a power Pilates class. And then we have a toast with a glass of wine at the end to midweek survival. So feel free to look that up as well. So you can find all these little live classes on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And just come and join me when you can. And if you can't join them live, then they're all uploaded anyway, so you can just find a class to do. And it's just a nice half an hour break in that week, whether it's the middle of the week or the end of the week, to try and energize your body in these times where we're a little bit more stuck in one place. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think Jimbo enjoyed that, didn't you? Yes, you did. You did very well. And I will see you next Friday or next Thursday or whenever you're doing this recording. And thank you for joining me. See you soon. Bye, everybody. See you. Let me know how you found it and give me a thumbs up or a comment, and I will see you all virtually very soon, I'm sure. Thanks for joining me.